Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the basics of communication electronics. In order to communicate any AC signal, any audio signal or any AC signal, we need to amplify the signal. So in order to amplify, the fundamental element which is used in this amplifier is the transistor. In order to communicate the data which is in the form of a AC signal, so in order to communicate that which is a weak signal, so this AC signal will not transfer or travel through longer distances without the help of any amplifier. So the amplifier, the basic element in the amplifier is the transistor. So a single stage transistor amplifier can amplify the small signal AC audio signal. So the fundamental element that is used in communication electronics in order to amplify the AC signal is the transistor. So we have two types of transistors called as PNP transistor and NPN transistor. Each transistor will have three elements called emitter, base, collector. So in NPN transistor, the elements are these emitter, base and collector. Always the emitter and base region should be forward biased and the collector and base region should be reverse biased. So there are three different terminals in NPN or PNP transistors. They are emitter, base and collector. Always the emitter base junction should be in forward bias region and base collector region should be reverse bias region. So we can configure this transistor in three different configurations called common emitter configuration. In common emitter configuration, emitter is common for both input and output signals. That is, emitter base is the input circuit and emitter collector is the output circuit. Next, in the common base configuration, emitter base is the input circuit and base and collector are the output circuits. Similarly, we have the third configuration called as common collector configuration. So in common collector configuration, collector emitter is the input circuit and collector base is the output circuit. So these are the three different configurations of the transistor in order to amplify any AC signal. So in general, we use this common emitter configuration because the current gain is more in case of common emitter configuration. So what is the circuit of a single stage amplifier in common emitter configuration? So transistors are the fundamental elements which are used to amplify any signal. So the single stage common emitter amplifier can be indicated as, we have the three terminals called as emitter, base, this is the transistor, we have three terminals, this is PNP transistor, it is the emitter, this is base and this is collector. emitter, base and collector are the three terminals of PNP transistor, or if you consider NPN transistor, we can also write this NPN transistor. So in order to construct this single stage common emitter amplifier, so we need to connect a resistance here in parallel with a capacitance. Here an input resistance is given to the base terminal, and this emitter terminal is grounded through the resistance in parallel with capacitance, and this is the emitter terminal. So here we include a resistance R2. Let us suppose that this is the terminal called internal base B dash. So we only know the terminals called emitter, base and collector. This B dash is the internal base, so which is having a very low value, and R2 is connected between the base and the emitter. Between the collector and the base terminal we will connect another resistance called R1. So these two are connected to a power supply plus VCC. So here from the collector there will be a capacitance, and output will be taken across the load resistance RL. So this is the collector capacitance. So this is the total circuit in order to construct a single stage common emitter amplifier. So in a single stage common emitter amplifier we have the base, emitter and collector terminals, and we can also have the internal terminal called as internal base terminal B dash. So this base terminal is connected through the resistance R, and R2 is connected between base and the emitter, and R1 is connected between the base terminal and the collector terminal, and from the emitter we will have the resistance in parallel with a capacitance. So these two resistance and capacitances are connected to the emitter, and here we should keep a capacitance from the collector. From this we will take the output across the load resistance. So we will give the small AC signal between this base and emitter terminal, and we will collect the output across this load resistance. So if we have given a small signal here, in the output we will get an amplified AC signal in the output circuit. This is the single stage common emitter amplifier in order to amplify the small signals such as audio signals in the communication electronic systems. So in order to analyze this single stage common emitter amplifier, this circuit can be explained with the help of hybrid model, hybrid pi model. Hybrid pi model is a popular model for analyzing the small signals of the transistor for the low frequencies. So in order to how this small signal can be amplified with the help of this transistor can be explained using this popular model called as hybrid pi model. So hybrid means which is the mixture of several components such as the resistances, capacitances and the inductors, etc. So let us draw what is the hybrid pi equivalent model of this single stage amplifier. So by considering this circuit diagram, we will draw the what is the hybrid pi equivalent model of this single stage amplifier. This is R2, R1. Here we will connect to plus VCC. Always the emitter should be grounded. So consider the two terminals. So by considering this circuit, we will draw the hybrid pi equivalent model. So this is the base terminal and this is the emitter terminal. So between the base and the interbase terminal we will have a resistance here. So here we will draw the resistance small r between the terminals B and B dash. So this R is replaced with the resistance R, that is the resistance offered by the transistor between the terminals B and B dash. RBB dash is the resistance offered by the transistor between the terminals B and B dash. So here we will have the resistance between the terminals called B dash and E. So this R2 is the resistance between the interbase terminal of the transistor with that of the emitter of the transistor. So here we will have another transistor called as RB dash E. So here RBB dash is the resistance between the two terminals called as the base and the interbase, and RB dash E. So here in this model circuit, this is the transistor configuration of single stage amplifier. So in hybrid model we will replace this R2 by the resistance called as RB dash E. So this is the resistance offered by the transistor between the terminals RB dash E. So the voltage across this resistance is VB dash E. Here we will have a resistance between the capacitance and the interbase terminal B dash. So here R1 is the resistance between the capacitance and the interbase B dash. Here we will replace the resistance with that of capacitance. So here capacitance is C between the terminals C and B dash. So RB dash is the resistance between the terminals B dash and the emitter, and C is the capacitance offered by the transistor between the terminals B dash and emitter. So this is the input circuit. So in the input circuit we will have two resistances, that is RBB dash, and here R2 is replaced with RB dash E, and R1 is the here since it is having a small resistance value, so we have replaced with its equivalent capacitance CB dash. And At the emitter junction, we have a resistance and capacitance. So this resistance or capacitance are between the terminals B dash and the emitter. So these resistance and capacitances are the resistances and capacitances offered by the transistor between the terminals emitter and B dash. So here we have the resistance R B dash E. This is the resistance offered by the emitter circuit, or we can also replace it with a capacitance called as C B dash E. So in parallel with a resistance between the terminals emitter and base. This is R B dash E. So this is base B dash, base and emitter, and at the collector we will have the another capacitance called CC. So this is the collector across the capacitance C. Here we will have a current source given by GM multiplied by R B dash E. So this value R B dash E multiplied by some term called GM into R B dash E. And at the output we will have a resistance. So I am replacing this resistance with the collector resistance. So here this is the input circuit and this is the output circuit. So by analyzing this single stage transistor amplifier, we will draw the hybrid pi model of the single stage amplifier. As usual, as in the case of a transistor, we will have the three terminals: base, collector and emitter, base, collector and emitter. And here also we have a small terminal which is the negligible terminal called as B dash. B dash is the internal base terminal. Its value is very negligible. Its value is of the order of micro ohms. So between this base and interbase terminal we will have a resistance. This is replaced with R B B dash. Here R2 is the resistance between the terminals B dash and emitter. So here it is replaced with R B dash E. And also there is a resistance between the interbase terminal and the collector, so which is R1. Here we have replaced this with a small capacitance C B dash. And between this emitter and interbase region we will have a resistance and capacitance in parallel combination. So since these are the two small elements which are connected between the emitter and the base terminal, so here we have replaced with R B dash E here and C B dash E. And at the output we will have a collector capacitance, same one. So here we have included some small current source, so which is GM multiplied by the resistance offered by this input circuit, that is the resistance between the interbase and the emitter terminal. So output is taken across the load resistance. So here we have replaced this load resistance with the collector capacitance. This is the hybrid pi equivalent circuit of this single stage common emitter amplifier. So this is the hybrid pi model. Why? Because this is in the shape of a pi. So this is the mixture of hybrid of several parameters. This is also known as the hybrid pi model of a transistor. So let us learn what is these parameters. So here we have several parameters called as RBB dash and RB dash E and CCB dash, RB dash E, CB dash E and CC, GM, RB dash E and RC. So these are the hybrid parameters which are used to analyze the properties of a transistor. The first parameter is transconductance. So this transconductance is the term called as GM. And second property is output resistance. The output resistance is RC. And the third property is input resistance. Here the input resistance is RB dash E. And the fourth property is collector output capacitance. This is C. CC. Next, fifth property is collector to base capacitance. That is C, CB dash, and sixth one is base to emitter capacitance. That is C, B dash E, and seventh one extrinsic base resistance R, BB dash. These all terms are transconductance, that is GM. GM is the transconductance and RC is the output resistance and RB dash E is the input resistance and CC is the collector output capacitance. All these terms are related to output circuit. Collector output capacitance and CCB dash is the capacitance between the collector to base terminal. The collector to base terminal. And CB dash E is the capacitance offered between base to emitter. CB dash E is the capacitance between the base to emitter terminal. And RBB dash is the intrinsic base resistance. These are the seven parameters or the elements which are used to analyze the hybrid pi configuration of a single stage amplifier. These are the 7 parameters that are included in this hybrid pi model of a single stage amplifier. Consider the first element called as transconductance. So transconductance, which is nothing but the inverse of a resistance. So according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So then 1 by R is equal to I by V. So this transconductance is the ratio of collector current, since it is the output circuit, collector current divided by the threshold voltage. So generally this threshold voltage is a fixed value. It is of the order of 26 microvolts. This is the transconductance. Transconductance is a function of collector current, and here Vt is the threshold voltage, which is the constant voltage offered by this output circuit, which is of the order of 26 microvolts for any transistor. Next, output resistance. Output resistance is RC. So resistance is the ratio of early voltage. VA is called as early voltage, which is the small voltage offered by the transistor. These are all the standard values of any transistor, and Vt is the threshold voltage of the order of 26 microvolts, and Va is the early voltage. It is the special parameter of any transistor divided by IC. Transconductance is the inverse of the resistance. Here in output resistance we have replaced with the early voltage Va divided by IC. IC is the collector current, and the transconductance is the collector current divided by threshold voltage, that is 26 microvolts. Next, input resistance. Input resistance is given by the term called as beta naught by Gm. Here Gm is the transconductance and beta naught is called as short circuit current gain. Input resistance is given by beta naught divided by Gm, where Gm is the transconductance and beta naught is the short circuit current gain. So we will calculate all these values in this class. So Vt is the fixed value called as threshold voltage, which is 26 microvolts, and Va is the early voltage, and the input resistance offered by the circuit is given by beta naught by Gm, where beta naught is the short circuit current gain and Gm is the transconductance given by the formula IC by Vt. And fourth one is collector output capacitance. Collector output capacitance. So this is the capacitance offered at the output circuit. So always the input circuit should be forward biased and the output circuit should be reverse biased. So the reverse biased PN junction exhibits a capacitive effect. So that's why we have studied in varactor diode, a reverse biased PN junction will offer a capacitance. So this reverse biased capacitance is denoted by the collector output capacitance called as CC. This is the reverse biased PN junction offering a more effective capacitive effect that capacitance is called as transistor capacitance. Generally its value is more since it is a reverse bias, because the width of the depletion layer increases, hence the capacitive effect is more in case of a reverse bias condition. Next, fifth one is collector to base capacitance. Collector to base capacitance. This is also the capacitance offered between the terminals called collector and base regions. It is also a function of reverse bias. These two are the function of reverse bias voltages. And the sixth one is base to emitter capacitance. Base to emitter capacitance. Since the input circuit is forward bias, this capacitance effect is very less. So here this CB dash E, that is capacitance offered between the emitter and the base terminal, is the sum of two components called as capacitance, the depletion capacitance plus and the diffusion capacitance. Depletion capacitance is the capacitance offered by the forward biasing, and diffusion capacitance is generally written as tau F into Gm, where Gm is the transconductance and tau F is the forward transit time. So base to emitter capacitance will have the two components called as C depletion. This is the capacitance offered due to the forward biasing of this PN junction, and diffusion capacitance, which is given as tau F into Gm, where tau F is the forward transit time and Gm is the transconductance given by the collector current with that of a threshold voltage. And the last parameter or the element in this hybrid pi model is extrinsic base resistance. So this is represented with the letter RBB dash. It is the resistance offered between the two terminals called base and interbase, which is a very low value and it is a very negligible value. So it is of the order of 100 micro ohms. So these are the 7 parameters that are used in hybrid pi model of a transistor single stage amplifier configuration. Using all these parameters, using these 7 parameters, hybrid parameters are designed. So these are the 7 parameters. They are transconductance, output resistance, input resistance, collector output capacitance, collector to base capacitance, base to emitter capacitance, and extrinsic base resistance. So by combining these 7 parameters, H parameters are designed. So they are given as the H parameters are HIE, HFE, HOE, and HFE by HIE. These are the H parameters, and the elements in this hybrid pi model are HIE is nothing but R B dash E, and HFE is nothing but beta naught, and HOE is 1 by RC, and HFE by HIE is GM. All these 7 parameters will be explained using these 4 H parameters called as HIE. HIE is nothing but RB dash E. RB dash E is input resistance. In H parameter, input resistance is replaced with HIE. This is the input resistance offered by the emitter circuit. And HFE is the short circuit current gain. And 1 by RC is since RC is the output resistance, 1 by RC is the output conductance. And GM is the trans conductance. So trans conductance can be calculated by dividing this B naught by RB dash E. So these are the 4 important H parameters which are used to analyze the transistor in a small signal configuration. HIE known as input resistance, HIFE is the short circuit current gain, and HOE is the output conductance, which is the inverse of output resistance, and HFE by HIE is the trans conductance of the material. So these are the hybrid pi model and the H parameters of a single stage amplifier and the elements. These are the 7 elements. These are the 4 parameters. In order to study the conductance and the capacitance and the current amplification, these 4 parameters should be studied. By using these 4 parameters, we can calculate how much amount of signal should be amplified and what is the ratio of the current gain of the output signal can be calculated.